Hey everybody, what's up? Startup Survival here, and it's getting on towards camping season. And in fact, I think next weekend, it's a holiday weekend in Canada, Victoria Day. We also call it May 24 because usually it's around the third week in May, so May 24th. But this year it's early. Anyways, I'm getting ready to go camping. Don't know if this is going to be the exact tool set I'm going to bring with me, but I just wanted to bring these out to show a point. I like to make fires. I really like making fires, actually, and it's been too long since I made my last fire. Hopefully I'll be doing that soon. But when I am doing that, I like to use a big fixed blade like this and maybe a folding Baco saw like this. You can use the saws on like a smaller tool, like a Huntsman or something like that. But, for a larger sort of project, you're going to want to use a dedicated folding saw like that one. And my point is that when I'm using tools like this out in the woods and hauling around, campfire wood and things like that, I like to use a pair of gloves. And these are the gloves I like to use right here. Mechanix gloves. And the ones I have on here are Fast Fit. I think that's the model. And they're awesome. I've been using Mechanix gloves for a couple of years now. And I use them for a few different things. This is one of them, doing sort of backcountry work with a large fixed blade and a folding saw. And I use them because I want to protect my hands from splinters and other things like that, and just banging into things. I actually have fairly delicate skin. Yes, masculine, I know. But anyways, my hands get beat up very easily. And actually, when I'm doing work in the outdoors, I like to have a pair of gloves on. And these are the ones I like because of a few different reasons that I'm going to share with you today. First reason, I like the fit. You can buy these gloves in a variety of sizes, and maybe I'll just throw a couple more onto the table here so you can have a look at them. That is another pair of Fast Fit, just like the ones I'm wearing. And then I also have the classics here. So I've had 4 different pairs of Mechanix gloves already. And before I move on, I know I may forget to mention this, so I'm just going to mention it right now. They're very durable, but what I find wears out the soonest is the fingertips. I don't know if you can see that well or not. And actually, what I think I've done with this particular pair, I think I've had a fire going, and I think what I've done is I jammed my hand into the fire. Yes, I jammed my hands into the fire to punish myself. No, to move a piece of wood or something like that, and I think it got a little bit melted there. I think that's probably the explanation. But the previous pair I had, that was what where the soonest was either my pointer finger or the middle finger. It just had a big hole in it by the end, and everything else was actually pretty good on them. But that's what wears out the soonest for me. And either it's handling the fires or it's touching things, whatever. I don't know, but that's as far as durability goes, that's what's going to wear out the soonest. These other pairs here are a little bit newer. I think I haven't worn them quite as much. These were the ones I've been using the most recently, because what happens is once I see that fingertip start to degrade itself, what I'll do is I'll take that pair of gloves and I'll relegate it to a system like the bug out bag. So this pair I have here, they were my bicycle gloves. When I'm riding a bike, I will of course wear a helmet because safety first, right? But then I will also wear a pair of gloves. And the reason I like wearing gloves when I bike is because number one, it can be cold, so if you just got your bare hands, you may get cold. But more importantly, if you fall off the bike, you got something between your delicate skin and the grinding asphalt meat grinder situation. So I don't think these are gonna save your hand from being broken or something like that. You may still incur an injury, but if you just fall off your bike, you got to put your hands down. I would rather be wearing a pair of gloves than having my bare skin hit the cement. So never had that happen, fortunately, or not never, but not for a very long time. But they are good for biking. I just wanted to point that out. So good for outdoors, good for biking. Now let's just look at the different models here. Like this is, like I said, this is the Fast Fit. So it just has an elastic sort of retention method here. But I find that with the different sizing, I'm able to get a very precise fit. And I just want to demonstrate how good the fit is, because you can even open and operate a folding knife with it. It has to be the right kind of folding knife. One with a thumb hole there certainly makes a world of difference. But it is possible to use and operate a folding knife with these gloves. I just wanted to show you how precise the fit is there. That you can actually operate a smartphone using these gloves. I find I have to push a little hard on it, but I'm able to get it to go. So that's something to take into account as well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of dependent, I guess, on like the temperature and who knows what, but sometimes it doesn't work. But I have seen that more expensive gloves do include that sort of tactility function to them that you can operate a smartphone. But yeah, you can do it with these gloves too. So this is the classic here. The original, sorry, Mechanix glove. And the difference here is that these gloves have a retention strap on them. So you have to actually open the strap in order to get your hand inside there. Then you do the strap back up afterwards. And I don't know if these are heavier duty than the fast fit. Truth be told, I don't think it makes a huge difference. I actually prefer the fast fit because they're easier to take on and off. But yeah, that's the original. I guess that's how they all started. There's a few different color variations on this. I think you can get this in sort of a coyote brown color as well. I didn't have that option at the store, so I just got black. I think black's always a good choice. I just want to show you these camo ones too. I know this is kind of ridiculous, me like putting gloves on and taking them off, but at least you get to see how they look on a hand, right? So yeah, I just got these. I bought them off eBay the other day for I think about 20 bucks Canadian, maybe a few bucks more or less, including shipping. So that's a pretty cool deal. And I just like camouflage, man. I think that's awesome. I wore these today when I was out for a bike ride. I went for like a 3-hour bike ride today, and I wore the camo ones just to break them in, you know? And they're awesome. They did their job well, and they look kind of cool. I don't know. I wouldn't mind if they looked a little more BDU there. I guess that's sort of what the pattern is, more or less. It's not an ACU, definitely. You can see the paramilitary in the background. But I just think that's cool. Camouflage gloves. How cool is that? But yeah, Mechanix gloves. They're all synthetic. I don't know if I mentioned that. This kind of looks like suede, but apparently they're all synthetic. So I have gotten them wet, and they do dry reasonably quickly. Being a synthetic, of course. I don't know why it has this these loops on the back of it with like almost like a 550 core kind of thing sticking out. Not sure what the purpose is there. I guess if you want to tie them to something, or maybe you could attach them through a carabiner to your pack or something like that, and then you can kind of quick access them. Don't know if you need to do that. But yeah, very versatile glove overall. Mechanix, they're awesome. There's a whole bunch of different models. These are just the ones I've tried, and I think they're awesome. Thanks a lot for watching.